What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Faction After Hours podcast. I'm your host, Carl, joined by Frankie and Chris. Frankie and Chris.
Hello.
Hello there.
We got the good energy today on a Tuesday. It's lovely weather here in New Jersey. Perfect for some NASCAR racing.
Yep, shitty summer's finally over.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it a shitty summer.
I would call every summer shitty.
Why is it shitty? The sun
Because the
is
temperatures
shining?
are over 90 degrees.
Dude, you took a trip to Arizona where it is literally 100 degrees on the reg.
Yeah, but like, that was for like 4 days. This is for like months.
That's Frankie's cat.
What do you think, Chris? You like the summer?
No comment.
Why?
Because Frankie sits in the office all day with the
Yeah, no. Let's hear it, Chris. Tell me how much you love the summer working in the shop.
and I'm outside in the shop. That's basically an oven.
And we're gonna clarify something right now. I haven't had the AC on in days.
Well, it's been 80 degrees.
Still an oven in here.
In here, in your nice office, though, I feel like it would be cooler in here.
Technically, it's hotter in here than it is out there.
That's because you paint every single wall black.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
No,
It's
yours
just
are gray. It's just a one.
It's only one.
But the ceiling is black, right?
The ceiling is...
No, in the shop.
No, it's just bare metal.
It's just bare.
Stop talking shit.
Buy somebody a fan from time to time. Jeez,
There's 14 fans out there.
I'm calling OSHA on your ass.
Okay. Anyway, the topic for today
What is
is 350Zs.
350Zs.
Z's in part... I mean, 350Z in particular, or Z's...
350Z.
Do a little trumpet sound. Do a little trumpet sound.
You're the sound maker.
But you, I know you could do
I
a
can't-
trumpet
I
sound.
can't do a
I've
trumpet.
heard you go like.
That's not a trumpet, though. It doesn't sound like a Z.
Do a Z sound that way. Try to do it in lower pitch.
I can't.
Try.
I can't do it.
I can't do a Z sound, dude.
I can't do one. And Malcolm probably could, but Malcolm ditched us, as per usual.
Malcolm would make a good Z sound. Malcolm, when you're editing this and
He's not going to hear it.
he's not gonna hear it.
Probably not going to hear it.
Whatever. You punk bitch for missing out.
All right, what's your opinion on the 350Z as a drift car?
350Z as a drift car. It's a great car. It just, I don't like the way it looks. That's so
Damn.
shitty of me to say.
Damn.
Like, no. Okay. Would I own one for myself?
Chris, do me a favor.
No.
Look up Tokyo Drift 350Z gray.
There's one on the wall. Oh, wait, that's a 370. That's so shitty that I just said that.
I mean, there is one on the wall.
That's a
What, the Tokyo
370.
Drift one?
Yeah.
That's the Veilside kit on that.
Hell yeah.
But okay.
Ganador mirrors.
Would I own one? Like if it was offered to me at a price? I've considered it. Haven't I considered it?
Yeah.
It was one of the cars because like on paper, right?
Mm.
You got good power out the box. You've seen Mike's. Mike's shreds. Fuck.
I drifted that thing.
You drove it like a crackhead.
Tune into our latest YouTube video to
Frankie
find
was
out.
a fiend for that. He loved it. He loved the VQ.
That's why we're doing the episode today.
Hashtag Society, dude.
Okay. Is that how you say it? Society?
I don't know, dude. I thought it was Z Society.
Yeah, I don't. Society makes a lot more sense.
Does it?
Kinda.
I always see those stickers on Z's.
Society? Society?
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
Say it one more time.
Society.
It sounds weirder every time you say it.
Please let us know if that's how you pronounce it.
If that's how you pronounce it, yeah. But the
All
Veilside
you
kit does look kind of
Z-boys.
cool on it. Again, it's just...
I like. Alright. What's your favorite kit for this car? Chris owned one of these, so he's really the only one with some
Tell the
actual
viewers which
knowledge.
one you own. Because, okay, do you know the different variants of the Z? Okay, explain to our listeners what the different variants, what
We're talking
what
350
each
Z.
has to offer would be great.
Well, there's...
Starting with the first one.
Would be a base model.
03, right? They came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was 03
To 08, right?
08, yeah.
Oh, wait?
Something like that.
And then they started the 370.
I'll find out. It's on my website.
I'm pretty sure it's 2003.
09. 02 to 09 is what I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, it's like late 02.
Yeah, that's probably a JDM model too. So it's probably 2003 in the United States or something.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, so there's the
It is 03
base
to 08,
model.
BQ 35.
Well, 03 to 05 is DE.
It's the normal. That's the normal one.
Yeah, but let's go into details for people who
DE.
don't know what that means.
Is that the first one? Like that's
The
not
first.
the. Okay, so that's a 3.5 liter V6. It
Dual overhead
sounds-
cam,
Dual overhead
fuel
cam.
injected.
Fuel injected.
That's what all those numbers mean.
Mhm.
Now I don't know what HR means.
Well, there's a version between the HR and
It's up rev.
the DE, and it's
Or
something rev up.
Rev up, up rev, whatever.
Wait,
Is-
what is the?
It was like a more beefed up. I don't know what the differences are.
It's a beefed up DE.
Beefed up DE in terms of power.
How do you know you have that one? How do you know if you have that one?
I don't know, Chris.
Year.
To our listeners out there, if this is incorrect, none of us have Z's. Chris had one, and it's been a while.
Yeah, we obviously have done no research for this.
Yeah, we've done no research. This is how you know you're getting a front face opinion, though.
VQ 35. Where is this?
Nobody asked you to do your homework right now.
I'm
Frank.
doing my homework right now. Y'all better keep the conversation going.
But VQ35 DE up rev, I think it is. A rev up, because you could get a tune for these. Like, there's a bunch of stuff you could do for them. And then it was the HR. The HR is the only
it
one.
stands for high revolution or high response.
HR?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, okay, so the normal VQ35 revs to about, I think it's like $7,000 or something like that. And the HR revs to 8.
Well, we can go ahead and say Nissan started going downhill when they produced the HR motor, because that's when they stopped treating their acronyms correctly. Now we're just making up high revolution. Like, what is that? It's always been DET, DE. What was the other one? DETT. And it was the D stands for dual overhead cam, the E stands for electronic fuel injection, the T stands for turbo, and now we're just making things up.
Oh, then you got E, like just E.
Yeah, just
Higher
E, fuel injection.
revolution.
And now they're just making things up. So, great job, Nissan.
All right, so for the trims, you got base, enthusiast, touring, grand touring, and Nismo. And I'm pretty sure they forgot about track edition in there too.
Yes, there is a track edition. The enthusiast one, I know for a fact, is just a stripped out version. Has a couple more options than base.
It's a base model with a upgraded sound system.
That's fire. That's the one I'd have.
I had the touring.
Oh yeah, yours was a touring.
So mine was
Had different alloys.
different wheels.
It had the
a-
roundy spoke kind.
different wheels.
Yeah.
VLSD, the Bose sound system, leather seats, electric leather seats.
Those things weigh like a gajillion pounds a piece. Have you ever taken one out?
Yeah, dude.
They're fucking heavy as shit, dude.
So the HR makes like what, 10 more horsepower?
Nah, it makes a considerable amount more, I think.
I don't think so. Not from what
Click
I'm
on that
seeing.
trusted Wikipedia source.
That's what I'm looking at. Looks like 311.
Another friend of ours had one too. Daryl had one. I think his was also a DE.
Well,
Yeah, his was 04.
04.
the DE is they blow up, right?
I think it's oil
Yeah,
starvation.
it seems like it's an oil problem.
Mine blew up.
Chris did blow a hole through his.
I watched Dustin's rod fly out of his car on the parkway on the way home from Englishtown one night.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a spark. I was like, "What was that?" And then I see his hazards go on, and he pulls over. I was like,
Damn, that's terrible.
"Oh, okay. Wait, your engine blew up, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
What? Drifting or?
Nope.
It just blew up.
On the way to work.
I thought you were going to Lincoln Tech.
Wow.
This is after.
Oh. Yeah, that thing blew up.
Did it
dude.
have oil in it?
Funny story. So, I didn't feel like doing my own oil change, so I went to Valvoline,
Oh.
Yep.
and
That was the end of that motor.
I drove to work the next day, and boom.
That was the last time you brought your car to Valvoline?
Yep.
I always
Alright.
bring my car to Valvoline.
Lesson for all you listeners out there. Don't bring your car to Valvoline
Or any quick lube.
or any quick lube place. Because then you're going to be buying a motor, and it's going to be a very expensive lesson. Alright, so the HR is obviously the one you want, I guess. Right? That's what everyone always says.
I feel like it depends how you look at it.
Well, they don't blow up that often, right?
I would, because to me, I would I would want an HR for a bunch of other reasons as well. Like it's the newest one. Like it's a newer motor. There was more time and research and like development that went into that one.
Yeah, so it doesn't blow up as much.
So it doesn't blow up as much. But you could get the DEs for so cheap, dude, compared to an HR. An HR is kind of more on the pricey side.
Is there a way to fix this fucking oil problem?
PCV?
Yeah, you go on factionmotorsports.com and you order a Gretty oil pan.
That's the fix?
Guess I gotta add that to the website.
Oil
before
baffling?
tomorrow.
Like a baffling pan?
No, it's just, it's burning internally.
The oil?
Yeah.
I thought a PCV delete helps.
I never really looked into it, but the problem is it just burns without any signs.
Sounds like normal older Japanese car stuff.
Yeah, but they were blowing up when they were not even that old.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
the
don't know.
thing. Maybe, I don't know.
They're just not good with oil.
I
I don't know
mean,
if it's blow by or
without
what.
that aside, so you can't have everything, right? So that if you were just mindful of your oil consumption, stayed on top of it, you got a good platform there.
Yeah, I guess. Just check your oil. Make sure.
Yeah,
there's oil
check
in it.
your oil. You have over 200 horsepower. How much does the VQ make? Like the base. You have over 200 horsepower, and the car isn't like a complete yacht.
Yeah, well, that's brings us to our next topic. How's the the power for drifting?
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. Well, you drifted one too.
Yeah.
How was it?
That shit was fine.
Yeah, you liked it.
So that was a pretty much stock car, right? Other than suspension stuff. He had like some arms. Right?
It felt like an SR with like 14 pounds of boost.
It's
Stock
like it's
SR.
fast. Like Mike's car is fast as hell.
Yeah, it's totally.
Shout out to Mike, man. That car is sick.
Basically,
that car.
I wanted to do this topic so that we could tell people that if you're trying to get into drifting and you don't know what car to get, just go get a 350Z because I drifted all of Englishtown, right? Pretty much. I mean, I didn't do the bank,
Tree turn,
but it's not my car.
It's
so.
not your car, so I can respect that.
Yeah, and I did all of it pretty easily. So definitely look into the Z if you're looking for a drift car. They're not that much money.
You weren't full like giving it 120% to get it to do that.
Yeah, and that was like I only took like 6 laps, and that was it. And I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, and
this
then
is
you were
crazy.
hooked 6 laps and you're hooked, kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You were literally a crackhead for that. You're like, I hope he lets me drive it again.
And he had the stock LSD and stock knuckles, no angle
What?
mods, right?
That's an LSD?
No, he has the
GK Tech angle thing.
Rack spacer.
No.
Ackerman?
Yeah, it's some kind of knuckle. It's basically. It's
Wait,
basically
that's
a
not
knuckle.
a welded?
No,
No, it's LSD.
LSD.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Why?
That was locking up beautifully then.
I
like-
noticed. I noticed it unlocked once
It's
or
gotta get
something.
hot.
I felt.
But like,
I felt
I
something
mean,
once.
Chris. Okay, so Chris had a VLSD as well, and let me tell you, I did not like when we slid in that thing. It felt like not as. You know what you know what I'm talking about. Like it just did not feel like it should be doing it. Probably, definitely, and absolutely good for like mountain driving and spirited driving. It's great, but like when we were trying to drift the car, it just did not like it. So maybe yours was worn.
What was it doing?
It's stock suspension.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
I mean, this car felt fine.
Yeah, Mike's car looked great sliding, and it sounded good. Had a good exhaust on it.
Oh, just a side note: the new Z, what is it, 35? Z35, the new one.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's gonna come with a mechanical rear diff with clutches, not a VLSD. They're
What,
done.
the
They're done with
newest
VLSD.
one?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
So that's good.
I heard the interior quality is kind of shoddy.
I mean, I've seen them. I think they're fine.
So,
Yeah.
So you're saying if you change up the clutches, you get more luck?
I mean, probably, yeah, I guess. But you probably won't even need it.
Doesn't Forsberg literally drift one of these already?
That thing's a race car, man.
Yeah, but like, you know.
It's not. It's not the same car.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's got a GTR engine in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, it's a little baby GTR engine, but we're getting sidetracked. Back to the 350Z. Yes.
Great car for drifting.
Tons of power for drifting.
Yeah. So those are the pros.
Those are the pros. Here's the one con. And
Wait, are those all the pros?
Nah,
No,
there's
there's more.
probably more pros.
Great daily driver.
Yes. All the amenities you could ever want.
Pretty modern car.
Stock, they come with like cool like little electric seats. If that's what you're
Yeah.
into. Like some of them are heated. They came with heated seats. Some
The
of them.
leather seats.
The leather seats.
Yep. 2 seats, right? So you don't need your friends don't need
So
to bother
you're
you.
missing a back
Yo,
seat.
you drive. Yo.
You're missing
No,
a back
you don't
seat
gotta worry about
clearly.
that. Yeah, that's a pro for me.
That
2
you're
seats.
missing a back seat.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Because then I gotta drive all you motherfuckers around.
Yo, you drive the car.
No.
Frankie, he's
Another pro.
but like a pro.
Working AC. if
Working,
you got
you got AC.
Yep.
You
Possibly
could
got
have-
it. Got
Hopefully
AC.
the one you get
Higher chance.
has AC.
What
Okay,
else?
the rear trunk space is actually huge
Is it?
for it's a hatch.
You can fit 2 full-size golf clubs in there.
What
You
is it?
always
Golf-
that's always
what
the
is it?
that's the minimum.
Golf.
Golf
what is it?
bags.
Bags. Yeah. The
I
dumbest
fit them
shit.
in my Celica.
Who the
two golf
fuck
bags.
is buying a Z that golfs?
I've seen one at a golf course like a stock.
the Roadster.
The Roadster one is hideous.
Oh, the convertible?
Yeah.
Oh, don't buy that.
Don't buy that.
Yeah, don't buy that.
In the D1 GP Englishtown video on YouTube, for those of you listening, there's a D1 GP. I think it's option volume 43. It's at Englishtown. It's really freaking awesome to look at
Yeah,
that
it
shit.
is.
It looks super retro and like 2000s. But Forsberg is drifting one of those, a vert.
Shit's probably stock too.
I think his had a V8.
Oh God, are you sure?
Yeah, I
no,
think-
it's too early. For
I
that.
just watched a video like,
It's too early for that, man. That was
Nah,
like
nah.
2006.
dude, I swear to you, it was a V8. It sounded like a V8.
Ugh.
Whatever.
Oh,
it had-
maybe it was an HR. HR, is that what it's called?
No way, dude.
What's that V8 from Nissan? HR, right?
VH.
VH
45,
Yeah, that
yeah.
ugly thing.
Could have been
Yeah,
a
maybe
VH
it was
45.
that.
Possibly.
I think someone was using that engine for drifting.
But no, but the con for me is because okay, great all around car, we get it. I think we solidified that. The con for me is, and I think it's the same for you as well. I just don't like how like I can't. There's something about it I can't get over. I think it's maybe how it looks. It's like a little on the chunky side, and like
Wait, you
there's
don't like how it looks like a Apple mouse?
an Apple mouse.
Yeah,
Let me see. Oh my god.
that's a Z. Or a pickle cut in half, put on table.
I don't know. Like I feel like it's, but I've seen Z's done up where like they got like cool arrow on it. Like
Yeah, I've seen like 2 ever.
where I've liked it. I'm like, dang, that looks nice. Now, there's one that we haven't even discussed yet at all,
Wait,
and that's the Nismo variant of the
but
Z.
we're talking cons here.
Yeah, you're right.
What else?
That's the one con, dude.
There's not one con.
What's another con that you didn't like?
Okay, I'll take a stab at it. They sound like shit.
Yep.
Not all of them.
Okay.
I've heard some that sounds okay.
I'm going to go with all of them.
Nismo exhaust only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to literally. Yeah, you got to make it so you can't hear it.
It
then
sounds
it's good.
It sounds awesome stock, or with like just a slightly louder one.
Yeah, Nismo.
Nismo.
Okay, but what if you put twin turbos on it? What does it sound like then?
Yeah, I can pull up a video.
Yeah, we should because I want to know. The problem is no one makes. Well, I'm sure people make twin turbo kits still,
They
but
do.
Gretty doesn't. So
And they mount
that's upsetting.
in the back.
Yeah, see, I'm not interested.
Have
in
you
any of
seen that?
I'm not interested.
That shit scared the fuck out of me. I don't know anything about.
I mean,
that,
it
right?
makes sense because you can't fit anything in that
In the
engine,
engine
bay,
bay.
so I get it. But,
But
I still.
I
don't wanna do
looked
it.
at it. I was driving. A little common thing that people do is they cut that little section in the back.
Yeah, I don't know why they do.
And I was driving, and I see this Z pass me,
With
and I'm
turbos.
like, what? What are those? And they're
Little
fucking
snails.
fucking turbos sitting in the back. I'm like, what the fuck?
You got the turbos in the trunk.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did that. That's so much exhaust piping. It probably takes so long to spool that thing.
I know. I don't understand how that spool time isn't crazy. Corvettes do that too, don't they?
Do they?
Some kind of car does that. They do turbos in the back. I don't know. I never understood it. I just hope it sounds better with twin turbos. I want to build a Z and throw a twin turbo kit on it and run like 4 pounds of boost just so it sounds better.
I don't think they like to. I don't think they take boost.
That's why I'm going to do 4 pounds.
Stop.
Sounds like a stock GTR. Like RB26 GTR.
Yeah, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Really?
Yeah. So that's how you fix that problem. I'll tell you how you really don't fix that problem, by putting a straight pipe on it. That's how you make all the track workers hate you.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good way to do that.
Okay, so you don't like the way it sounds. Give me another con that you don't like.
The doors are too big.
Shut the fuck up.
They're too big.
I'm over here saying I don't like how it looks, and
And
you're
you said
like
because it's chunky.
The door is too big.
You said because it's chunky.
Because the door, yeah, that goes under chunky. Big doors.
Okay, so you agree.
Chunk, yeah.
All right.
Doors are
so
too
turn that clown mug around and aim it towards you.
Fuck you. Okay, so you're gonna get that specific. Here's what the rear bumper,
Okay.
the tail lights, they like
In the bumper?
scoop down, right? Like in that triangle fashion.
Yeah, I know.
Right, and then there's like a lot of bumper,
Yes.
a lot,
Yeah.
and it's just like it doesn't give me that like sport coupe.
You don't like the way it looks.
I don't like the butt.
You don't like anything of the way it looks, right?
How dare you say I don't like anything? Look at you. I don't like
The
it.
doors are too big. That's a major part of the car.
From the interior, this is also what I didn't like. The visibility,
Everyone says that.
right?
I don't know why.
Did you notice it when you
No.
were there? Really?
I don't have a problem with that.
What kind of
I
seat
don't
did Mike have in there?
know. I don't even know.
Was it a bucket?
Brad.
It is?
Mhm.
Okay.
Brad Lomax.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with.
Yeah, I feel
the
like I just
vision.
didn't like, even when I drove yours, remember? I drove it home a couple times. That was like not, it's just the visibility, dude. It's just like, I don't know.
Chris, what are your cons? You had one, so.
Yeah.
The roundness.
So you don't like the way it looks either.
No, I don't.
So no one likes the way it looks. Well, you know what, guys? I do like the way it looks. How about that? But I do wish the door was smaller.
Have you opened an SC300?
Opened
You remember Daryl?
the door?
It's huge.
No, I don't think I
It's the
have.
size of this desk.
Barn door.
It's long.
Yeah.
The Nissan 350Z door is tall
No, but
and like girthy.
the SC300 has like dual.
hinges like
Hinges,
crazy
like-
engineering went into these hinges.
Oh, I never seen that.
It's crazy.
So I can't comment on that
It
one.
doesn't even open that wide either.
Yeah, it's just a heavy door. But okay, I kind of now that you say
like
it, I
the
do
way it
think
looks.
about like look at that door. Yeah.
But you need a Nismo wing on it.
Well, are we talking stock or like modified?
I don't
Well,
like
whatever.
the Nismo wing.
Modified is
You
fine.
like the Nismo wing?
Yep. You
It's
need that one.
mounted so
You
far
know,
up.
You need it.
What's the kit? INGS.
Ings.
Things, yeah.
That's the kit. That's one of the good ones. Nismo kit's also good.
I like the Nismo Z in general. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh, I love that. Oh yeah, that makes me want to get a Z right now.
Not to be a Vertex fanboy, but the Vertex looks good too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Vertex is
I
good.
love Vertex.
What about KVD?
See that J spec wing, whatever that is.
All right, guys, that's the end of the podcast. KBD was mentioned.
No, you see that wing right there? That
This
one.
one?
That silver one.
No,
I love that. I
like
love that.
this.
It brings the body line. So the lower you mount that wing, I feel like the more it brings out that body line to make it look like
Nah, you either need a GT wing or a Nismo wing. That's it.
the
No, the
GT wing
Ings
is a
wing.
lot. I like that. What is that?
It's
a
too
C West
small.
wing?
It's too short.
Or is that the Ings wing? I love that.
I think so.
I love everything
If
about
they make a
that car.
tall one, I'll go with that.
If you check out the Ings
I'm looking at
350Z.
Ings, but not the
Beautiful
short
car.
one.
Beautiful,
You need a tall
beautiful car.
one.
Cons. Another con. Go
What
ahead.
about what's his face? Steve?
Steve Chias.
Yeah, his is
Yeah,
specced out
that
real
Z-
good.
That is one of my favorite Z's in the area.
He's got a Muse front bumper, I think,
And a Voltex wing.
with a Voltex wing.
Yeah.
Damn, that
A
Ings
Muse,
kid.
man. Shh.
I'm about to buy a Z.
Chill. I mean, that's what the
If
one.
as long as I can find a turbo kit.
That's what that one guy bought, right? The animal style guy.
What?
He bought a Z.
Julian?
Yes.
He bought a Z? Oh, he did get a Z.
He did. He got a Z.
Yeah.
Slapped the angle kit on it. Painted it. Made it look cool the way that he likes it.
Yeah, but I'm too concerned with how it sounds.
Drives the absolute pee-pee off of it.
Yeah.
PP?
Yeah.
PP?
Fergie. But but that yeah, he drives the crap out of that thing, and he's like tandeming with like hella people. Like,
All right, so all you need is an Ings kit.
it's an Ings kit.
So that's $3,000. Some wheels, some coilovers, a seat. That's pretty much it.
That's
I mean,
kind of it. That's really.
you really don't have to do anything to the engine. You should probably leave the stock exhaust on unless you're going to Nismo one.
I'd probably prefer it with a welded diff.
No. Just get a two-way. Get a CAS two-way diff.
Oh yeah, just get a two-way.
I mean, you already bought an Ings kit for $3,000, so I'm
well,
sure you
I'm
have
talking
enough.
for the people who aren't buying an Ings kit. Okay?
Yeah, well-
I'm speaking from reality over here.
I wouldn't. If you get the LSD one is fine, man. And it's,
Yeah.
and it's not going to sound like shit when you're driving around town picking
I mean,
up McDonald's.
okay, if you
What? You know you're going to be doing that. so.
if you have an LSD one, awesome. But if you don't, or if you have an LSD one that's like all poopy and isn't all locking up, like poopy, like Chris's, I'm telling you, it just didn't lock up like it should have. It definitely was not locking up like Mike's. I can tell you that.
Well,
But if you do, then I personally would go the welded route. Much more economical, a lot cheaper, a lot more predictable. You know exactly what you're getting.
I'm going to go with another con. I hate the interior, too. Hate is a strong word. I dislike it.
I like weird things about it. Like, I like that the gauges move up and down with the steering wheel.
Wow, that would be something I don't like.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I think that's
fucking
cool.
weird.
I like that they tried. I like that they tried to incorporate gauge pods in
Yeah,
the center console.
that's fine.
I don't like the choices of
Wait.
like. Didn't they? What ones did you have in there? Did you have oil pressure in there? Was there an oil
Probably
pressure gauge?
voltage. It's probably a clock, voltage, and oil pressure, maybe.
Yeah, and also a timer.
It had an oil pressure gauge.
I don't know. They probably don't even have an oil pressure gauge, honestly.
It's all pressure gauge.
Oh, they do?
Is it?
Yeah, the one's a clock, and also.
Is that how you knew your motor blew
work
up?
as a?
I'm so sorry.
All right,
I'm so
guys,
sorry.
that's the other end of this podcast.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Damn. Still
No,
upset
but
about
okay.
that one?
No, yeah, so I take that back. I thought there was no oil pressure gauge. You know how like automotive
probably-
manufacturers will put those gauges in there, and you got like a voltmeter and like a fucking.
Yeah, but you could probably change those gauges out and put...
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
put
probably
like a
can do that.
normal. Put like an AFR gauge in there.
And the new Z comes with those, too.
Do they?
But it comes with a turbo gauge, a boost gauge.
Turbo gauge.
Turbo.
A boost gauge... I don't know which ones it comes with.
do you-
I don't
what do
think
you think
there's a
about-
clock, though.
What do you think about the new Z? Do you like that shit?
I like it.
I like it too.
Those Senate gauges are original from the 240Z.
Yeah, I know. My dad had one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah, they skipped them on the 300ZX, right?
the Z32.
Why?
No one likes the Z32.
I like the Z32.
I love the
you?
Z32.
Yeah, because it's
do?
Nissan's best engine ever made.
Shut the fuck up, right?
I got that Maxtero,
The VG?
You have a VG in there?
VG33.
That's why it's still running.
Are you? Wait, you're
'Cause
being.
you ain't doing no
wait,
maintenance
You're,
on that
you're
thing.
being for real with me.
That is the best Nissan engine that we got in the States.
We're
yes.
going on a tangent.
All right.
Tangent alert. Explain.
Okay.
And we're back on our tangent alert. I'm here with Frankie Bovino saying the VG is the best engine. What the fuck? Please explain. I'm
Okay, I'll
actually
explain.
interested, like really
I'll
interested.
explain. Once upon a time, I worked at Nissan in Hawthorne. I went upstairs. I was looking around their shit. I was looking to see if I could steal a service manual for a 240. Couldn't find one, but I found boxes of old invoices, like repair orders. So I saw a couple of them, and I saw ones with VG30s, like Maximas.
Uh-huh.
The mileage was over like 400,000 miles, like original engines. Yeah, those engines are crazy.
Okay. The VG platform as a whole. But I thought you were talking specifically about the VG30 DETT.
It is the best engine. That's the best Nissan engine that we got. The other one would probably be a RB26.
You're talking from a pure power standpoint.
Talking from the engine is fucking
What about
strong as hell.
engineering wise? You're saying it would be a reliable.
I mean, yeah, it's reliable, so yeah.
I don't know,
I guess it would be
dude.
good.
I don't know.
How many times have you heard about a 300ZX twin turbo blowing up?
A lot.
A lot?
Not a lot.
I haven't heard of one.
I don't hear about them blowing up. I hear about nightmare issues of them trying to get them sorted.
That's the mechanic problem. That's not. The engine.
It's because nobody wants to take the engine out.
Like
There's too many vacuum lines on those things.
very, very close friend of mine had one, a 300ZX, but it was an N8.
Yeah. That
To
thing is
do-
never gonna break.
To do the injectors on that thing,
Yeah, I've done it before.
have you?
Yeah.
At Hawthorne
You gotta take the
Nissan.
plenum off, right?
Yep. Plenum has to come
Yeah,
off.
but that's like every V
That's
engine.
a 350Z.
Every V engine sucks.
Really 350Z as well?
Yeah. They're all nightmare engines. For the record, I don't like V
Anything.
anything,
Yeah, me either.
especially a 6. But
It's a good engine though.
it's the best engine they made.
There's
so
some good engines.
at least it's the best engine that we got that they made. They're strong as hell. But
Damn.
for some reason, no one knows what they're doing with the 300ZX that I've seen. I never seen a nice
I
clean
wanted
one.
one for a little while because they were cheap and you could get them and it's a fast car.
Those things are not cheap.
Way back a few years ago when I was still looking at like cars.
What's cheap? Those things have
6,
always
7
been like,
grand.
Yeah, I was thinking like 10. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's cheap.
For what you're getting? Twin turbo powered.
Yeah, but you
Coupe?
got to be ready to
That's
pull
the-
that engine out like 7 times a
That's
week.
the thing. Is like
and you got to
was
delete
I
all the vacuum lines.
as an enthusiast who's going to think about working on this thing yourself,
yeah.
I thought about those cons.
I had a friend in high school that had one of those cars. He threw on like some Grady turbos. I don't even know if he did that. I think he just had
It
stock
was a twin
turbos.
turbo one?
Yeah.
Sheesh, your
That
high
shit made
school
like
lot was
400
poppin'.
horsepower.
Holy shit.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah, those things were fast. Those are Wangan kind of cars.
But that shit was broken all the time though.
That's the thing.
But it wasn't like the engine was totaled. It was
That's
just
it's
some dumb
never
shit.
the engine. You are right.
He didn't work on it though. So.
It's everything else. And it sucks to work on too.
It does suck to work on.
Like I tried to get
I
over
like that engine though.
I like the car.
I
dude.
hate when people get 300ZXs and they put other engines in them. I'm like, why
What?
would you rip out one of the best engines?
to sacrifice to get that workability. Like, you know, you can work on it.
You
easy.
can take one of those engines out and make it a little easier to work on. You got to take all the vacuum lines off. You know, do all the EGR deletes. There's ways to do it.
Okay.
But maybe this is too much of a long tangent on 300.
Okay, one last tangent because I know you're gonna love. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. And we mentioned it once before, but you could slap an SR in there. It mounts to the cross member, totally fine.
I got no interest in that, man.
The thing is yeah, me either.
That
and
car
here's-
weighs so much.
It weighs a lot, but also it just looks like a car that should have like
a big engine in it.
big sound.
Yeah, if you put an RB26 in it, I'd probably be like, okay, that's cool.
I've seen it.
I still
seen it.
won't
I've
really
seen it.
like it. I would rather you keep the original engine.
It's a short engine bay. Like
Yeah.
you see it. When you see the RB26 one you saw?
like if you put an SR in there, that thing better make 400 foot-pounds of torque. Because
Danny Hong was doing a
Rest in peace,
RB25
In
in
a-
a 300ZX.
a Z32,
Yeah,
did he finish it?
don't know.
RB25 and a Z32. Well, that's cool. But is it too long?
Yeah.
It is too long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm one of those people that I like to keep the original engine,
Me too.
and I don't want to hear anyone in the comment.
But you have a SR20.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be a 180SX. Okay, that's the original engine. All right,
Frankie,
get the
I have a
KA.
180.
Leave the KA comments out of this. But yeah, the original engine that the designers had in mind for the car. That's the one I like to use. So, I'm not a big engine swap guy.
Yeah, I'm with that. But man, that would be now. I'm just thinking of like how fast that would be, like right out of the box.
You could just raise the boost on a 300ZX twin turbo and
Yeah.
probably make 350 to 400 wheel.
Easy,
Wait,
easy.
don't the turbos go bad all the time?
I think they do. I think they do go
It
bad.
might be like that ceramic. Oh, imagine doing. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, that's nothing new. Nissan, their turbos always go bad.
No, but like imagine trying to switch that out as a DIY guy on the ground.
You're not. You're pulling the motor out.
Are you?
You have
Yeah.
to.
You're pulling the motor out?
Yeah.
There's no unbolting.
You want to change the oil? Pull the motor out.
Shut the hell up.
No, that's probably the only thing you can do without pulling the engine out.
That's terrible.
Timing belt, you can do that without pulling the engine out.
I would want to just pull the engine out at that point. Fuck that.
Head gaskets, pull an engine out.
Well, I've never done a head gasket in the car. I feel like anytime you do a head gasket, you should.
You're supposed to be able to do head gaskets in the car. The only cars that you really can't do that on are crazy expensive cars, Subarus, and a VG30.
I've
Z32.
Have you replaced the head gasket like just straight up like rip off, slap on?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, we're doing one right now.
With success?
Yeah.
We'll let you know. No, I'm kidding.
Stay tuned for these brief messages.
Yeah, head gasket replacements. Yeah,
I always get scared about that.
it's a big Subaru thing.
Anytime I think about head gaskets, I'm like, okay.
Well, you
got
to check the
I got
mating
a
surface.
decade.
You know, that's what Chris just did today.
You put that special stuff on it to check it, and then
You just use a straight edge.
Special stuff.
I've seen this stuff that people wipe on it, and then like you drag a.
Yeah, that's
No.
that. I could see that being a way, but no, we just use a straight edge, the old school way, and
That was
feeler
how it
gauges.
And a field gauge.
I know a guy who can do a Honda D Series head gasket in like 45 minutes.
Is he pulling the engine out?
No.
There you go.
No.
It's because it's a lawnmower. All right. Anyway, 350Z.
Back to the 350Z.
350Z. I like it. And you know what? If I had some money, I'd buy one for the shop.
Yeah.
As a
he's been
shop
talking-
car?
He's been
Yeah.
talking about this.
Here's the problem. We don't have any money.
So come on and order your parts and get your cars in.
Yeah. Probably still won't have any money. So I don't know
Seriously.
about this, but
I'm going to
maybe
take this
one
second.
day.
Hold on. I'm going to take this second
Yeah,
to plug
take,
us.
take that second.
I'm going to take this second. Guys, that raffle is still going on.
You want me to check?
Check the entries, Frankie. That raffle is still going on. Support the shop if you like us. If you don't like us, support the shop.
Yeah, please support us either way.
Yeah. It really keeps us going. And
We
it
got
helps out a lot.
37 orders right now.
37 orders.
14 days left.
14 days left to win some Stance XR1 coilovers.
Yeah, you got half the month pretty much to get your order in. I don't know, man. Some people ordering some big orders coming in
Yeah.
now.
I mean, also, if you don't feel like ordering something, at least follow us on all social media.
I mean, you literally just have to order a sticker and you're entered.
Some people...
It
it's
would
a-
be kind of silly not to do that at
It's
this
a
point.
struggle sometimes.
I mean, if you're listening to this podcast, obviously you're interested in what we're doing here. Come on, guys, just buy a sticker. Just throw it on your laptop.
Buy a sticker,
And then guess what?
Just buy a sticker.
You'll get some brand new Stance coilovers.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Imagine buying a sticker and then you win a set of coilovers.
And then you
I'd
sell them
shit
for
myself.
$1,500.
Fuck that. I would... Oh, well, I
Or
don't have
use
an
it
S13.
if you have an S13.
If you have an S13, dope. Run them. They're great. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I do not have one.
I mean, we might be doing some second place winners. Throw some sticker packs out there.
I literally hate how you're never... you just, yeah, maybe we'll toss
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. So make sure you're tuning into this podcast so you know what Frankie's up to. And
Yeah, we should do
Uh,
that, actually.
again, even if you aren't ordering something, check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram at Faction Motorsports.
Follow us.
And
Leave a
thank
comment.
you always.
Hit the bell notification. All right,
We
anyway.
we love doing these. Okay, back to 350Z.
So,
You like it. You'd own one for the shop. What would you do to it? What you
I already
said, what
told
you
you.
mentioned earlier?
yeah.
The aforementioned
What
list.
are we doing? We're doing an Ings kit, probably. Maybe Nismo, but
Did BN Sports do a Z?
I think there is a kit. Yeah,
Type
I
that
think there is a
motherfucker
kit.
in.
I'm definitely not gonna like it.
I feel like it's going to make it even bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, damn. I love it. I don't like the side skirt as much as the Ings.
I personally would choose Vertex.
Show me the Vertex one.
I mean, it's not bad.
That shit look like it's going, ah! Tell me. Look at it again.
Yeah, but look at the side. Look at the sides.
Wait, BN Sports makes wide fenders too, right?
The Z is already kind of wide, dude.
Yeah,
You could that wheel well can accommodate anything you could normally
Oh,
get
the
off
hoods
the
are
shelf.
so ugly. Oh my god.
What?
BN Sport hood for a 350Z. I sell them and I think it's ugly. Hey, but if you're into it, we got them. What else? No, Ings is the best kit. I mean,
yeah, nothing tops that.
Nothing's
Check
gonna
out the
top that.
Ings one if you're looking into it.
Yeah, we're gonna
order
have
it
to-
from Faction Motorsports.
yeah, if only it was on the website. I can probably get it though. So just shoot us an email.
I know a guy.
Yeah, you can be waiting 8 months, but
The Nismo Z though.
Nismo Z, I like it, man.
I love that.
And it's
thing.
probably not that
Are you kidding me?
Is it
Anything
expensive?
branded Nismo and all that junk nowadays?
I mean, I bought a Nismo bumper for $100,
That was years ago, Chris.
and then I sold it for $300.
All right.
See?
I want to get into the suspension. And thankfully, we got Chris here. He loves working on Zs.
Yeah.
So he's going to tell us his favorite part of the front suspension and doing an alignment on a Z.
Just a toe.
Just the toe.
Wait, why?
That's all they have.
Explain.
That's all they have from the factory.
Just
you-
toe?
Yeah. So what you got to do is they're double wishbone in the front.
Oh my god. Fuck me. Literally,
Yeah, exactly.
The IS300 is the same exact fucking way.
So you're gonna have to get an upper adjustable control arm.
Yup.
Yep. Okay, so what does that entail? What do we got? Let's search at Google. Because there's levels to this shit, you know?
Yeah, I want to see what this has to offer. Because over in IS300 land, what I'm doing is I'm running a Drift HQ kit.
Wait, what?
I'm running a Drift HQ angle kit on the IS300.
What does that include?
It's a fucking ball joint plate thing. You bolt the ball joint to it. It spaces the wheel out. Changes the tie rod pickup point, and then I run a longer tie rod. I'm running a GS300 tie rod.
It's what Miyagi and Sebastian have. The
We have excessive ones.
roll center correction.
Same sort of concept. But yeah, I got everyone was like, "Man, that car would be so much better with angle. You love it." So guess what? I'm getting the angle like tomorrow.
All right, so here I'm gonna do a rundown of front upper control arms, and I'm just gonna go through the list I'm finding on Google right now. First one is Z1.
That's a lot of. I feel like
Chris,
I always
look
see
these
Z
up.
cars with Z1 stuff.
Look these Z1 arms up and confirm for me. It looks like these cannot be adjusted on the fly. What does that mean?
Boo boo.
That means you're gonna put these arms in. You're gonna set them. You're gonna of course measure them and set them, put them in. You're gonna get an alignment, and your camber and caster are gonna be off. And then your alignment shop's gonna be like, "Hey, so yeah, your car's ready for pickup. We didn't do anything because it's way too hard to do it." Or they're gonna tell you, "Hey, so we disassembled your entire front end, took the arms out, adjusted them, put them back in, and then put your wheel back on, and then aligned it again, and your bill is $1 million." So here's what you're gonna do. Don't get those. I mean, you can if you want, but I have warned you. You are going to have a bad time when you're aligning it. Once you get it aligned, you're going to be fine, because the settings are not going to really change, but it's going to take a long time to align those. And if you want to change your specs up often, it's not going to be a fun time. So those are not adjustable on the fly. Something that is adjustable on the fly, which is our favorite arms to get, are the SPL Titanium Series front upper control arms. So these are adjustable on the fly. What does that mean again? That means you install the arms and you drop it off here to get an alignment. That means we can go in there while it's on the rack and we can align the caster and the camber, and we can watch it change without disassembling the arm. And basically what that means is it's going to happen. It's going to be a faster alignment, and you're going to pay less money. What's the downside to that? They're $1,100.
Nah, fuck.
So you knew there was a catch.
I literally was looking at the page. I'm like, Frankie.
Okay.
Frankie.
And that brings me to my next arm on Google. That would be ISR Performance front upper camber arms. These look like they are adjustable on the fly. These are also $300.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so if you're Carl, that's a fuck yeah. If you're Frankie, that's a I don't trust this. So you gotta you gotta pick what you.
Well, clearly you have to do your research, but that sounds like a great deal to me.
I mean, they'll probably work. Are the Heim joints gonna make noise? They might, because it's ISR.
They might, yeah.
But
I ran ISR suspension components on my 240 and they were great. So I mean, that's not saying anything. That's like one piece to a multitude of other products that they offer.
yeah, I mean, props to ISR for making them adjustable on the fly. That's the key. So, that's a big power move, because people are going to buy these because they're cheaper than SPL. Before, SPL was one of the only brands that really did that. Let's go to the next one. SPC Upper Control Arm looks like it is adjustable on the fly, and these are just as cheap as ISR. if not cheaper. These have been ones that we've recommended before to Z owners. I don't think we've actually adjusted these, have we? Yeah, I don't think we've had these in the shop yet, but they look fine. They're adjustable on the fly, so we don't need to disassemble anything. So those are good to go. Godspeed. I know I didn't find these yet, but I know for a fact that those are not adjustable on the fly. So you want to stay away from those.
They have those camber adjustments where it's on the ball joint itself.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just going through these. Oh, yeah, Cusco 350Z adjustable front upper control arms. $480. These are adjustable on the fly, but it looks like it's only camber.
Only camber.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're so strange looking. I'm like trying to figure out if that.
Absolutely strange.
It's just camber.
All right, Chris says it's just camber. So
For those of you looking for upper control arms on a 350Z, if the ball joint is the only thing adjustable, it's a no-go.
that means it's just camber, right?
Just camber.
Yeah. So you want the two arms to have adjustment points on them. That way we can adjust caster and camber at the same time.
I never knew any of this. This is fucking great for me.
Godspeed.
For those who listen, for those listening, man, if this helped you, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and please share it with your friends that have Z's. Yeah, Godspeed looks like it is possibly adjustable on the fly, but it's just camber only. So yeah, if you see adjustment points on the two legs of the arm, that means it's caster and camber. If you see one adjustment point on the ball joint, that means it's camber. Usually. I mean, there might be some crazy arm out there that does caster too that way, but I haven't seen one yet. So
That looks horrible.
all right, now, Chris, top 3 arms. If money's not an issue, what are you buying?
Number one. Wait.
Yeah.
In order?
Yes.
Okay. Number one being the best. SPL.
Okay, number 2.
GK Tech.
GK Tech is adjustable on the fly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good to know.
If it's V2.
Okay. Number 3.
Probably ISR.
My list is almost the same. I'm going to go with SPL. And then I'm going to go with... Honestly, I kind of want to go with... Nah. I'll go with GK Tech for number 2 like you. And I'll change it to SPC for the third one.
What about if money was
If money's an issue and you want to get the...
ISR, baby?
I'm going SPC if money's an issue.
Yeah,
SPC. It's the cheapest arm and it's got adjustability on the fly. So that's it. And we got to upload this to the website. So let me make a
No,
note.
this is a kit that you're looking at.
Oh. All right. Well, you heard it here, folks.
We're going to have these on the website either while you're listening to this or in the next couple days. So SPC front upper arms will be up there. That is the cheap option. I think the SPL ones are already up there. All right. So that takes care of, well, and what else? So we got the front upper arms. That's the most, I would say, problematic, expensive area you're going to run into on the suspension of a Z. What are you looking at?
Nismo?
Nismo makes adjustable ones
Yeah.
on the fly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks
Those look,
exactly like SPL.
those look awesome. It literally is just a silver SPL arm that says Nismo. I'm dead.
Oh, wow. Is it actually? Maybe they're actually SPL. Dude, those are SPL.
They're definitely SPL.
I think they are, right?
Yeah.
Does the SPL ones have boots on the Heim joints? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have that cutout on the side of it, like these? I want to find this out right now.
It's the same.
It's the same exact arm.
It's the same.
Wow. Well, props to SPL. I think you're supplying Nismo with their adjustable arms. So that's...
That might be a little different, but...
They might be different. Okay. Well, either SPL copied them or Nismo copied SPL, and I have a strong feeling Nismo copied them. So, that being said, they are more money than SPL. So,
Couple $100.
yeah. SPL's just as good.
That'd
Are
be
these
a
are these
couple-
titanium? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the material is probably
Aluminum. The Nismo ones are aluminum.
What are the...
Titanium.
They're titanium?
Yeah.
Isn't titanium soft?
It's strong though. Aluminum soft too. I would trust the titanium over that.
True.
Titanium.
Okay, so that takes care of that stuff. I don't really know too much about angle mods on these cars. I know they have those little add-on pieces that moves a pickup
Put like a
point for a
rack
tie
spacer
rod.
in it. Yeah.
Ackerman.
Yeah, I would prefer the one you're saying. You can put a rack spacer.
You could put like a little plastic thing in there. I've seen them for sale. Or you could take it out. I'm sorry.
Are those the offset ones?
Yeah.
I want nothing to
Offset
do
rack
with that.
spacers. I don't like those either.
Yeah, offset anything. I don't want it. I would get the. What do they call that piece?
Ackerman.
Yeah, but it's just a knuckle, right?
Yeah. It's just changing the pickup point of the
The outer tie rod.
Tie rod, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's what I would do for that.
That helps a lot of things. Like you're instead of your tie rod sitting at an upward angle or wherever.
Yeah, it's a roll center correction.
roll
it
center
lowers
correction.
it, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So you're fixing two problems at the same time. So yeah, if you're looking for angle, I would do something like that. Keep it simple. And then that takes care of the front suspension. Obviously, you gotta change your bushings out if they're blown or anything like that. The compression rod bushings, those go bad a lot. And then the rear suspension, what are we looking at? We're looking at like a standard Nissan rear end.
Well, assuming that you have
True type.
coilovers.
Yeah. If you have true type rear coilovers, that means you got rid of the bucket that holds the spring. So that means you can get an adjustable arm for the back. And most of these arms are going to do the same thing for you, I'm pretty sure, in the rear, right? So SPC is a cheap one, and we've installed plenty of those on Z's. I would go with that. GK Tech is another one. I'm sure ISR makes something decent. And the camber arm, same thing. So camber arm, tow arm in the rear. You need true style rear coilovers if you want to use a tow arm, right? Or is there some there might be some that exist where you can use a bucket, but I don't know of them.
I think it's SBC that sells the bolt with a wider eccentric washer.
Yeah, but that's
And
not gonna.
But you have to bore out your subframe.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything. for
Ooh,
you.
I don't like irreversible stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not worth it. Just get true style coilovers for these cars. What else suspension wise?
You don't need a traction rod.
There's no.
There's no
Sway bars.
benefit.
Yeah,
Sway bar?
sway bars are beefy in these cars.
In
Are
the
they?
front.
I would
The
take
front
that
one.
shit off.
Why would you take it
I'd
off,
take the
Carl?
front one off and leave the rear one on.
Why?
So that more rotation.
Okay, I'm gonna leave both of them on.
I would probably just leave both of them on.
I know people take the front ones off sometimes, but
You know why? Here's why.
yeah, let's hear it.
Because I'm a lazy sack of shit, and I would literally just leave it. and It would drive fine.
It would drive fine. So
But you have heard of people taking off.
yeah, I have. I mean, I never like ripped my front sway bar off and tried to drift
have
with
been
it off.
telling Chris for years.
Yeah, Chris, you should try it one day just to see what happens.
He has just a front sway bar.
Okay, well that's kind of dumb.
See?
See?
I
The car didn't come with one.
It didn't.
Why didn't it come with one?
I have no
I have
idea.
no fucking idea.
Well, I'm
Why
pretty
does
sure
it
I
have
got
flames
spare
on the
ones.
fenders?
Wait, your car had flames on the fenders?
Used to.
It was
Shut the
awesome,
fuck up.
dude. It was cool as hell.
Where are the photos of this?
They were on the they weren't what you think. They were like little ones on the corner. And they,
Oh, I was
it
hoping
was
for like
so
something
random
big.
because the car was bone stock, like owned. It looked like it was owned by an old man.
Yeah, well, he's in the flames.
Yeah, dude. Fucking fire.
It's like a Harley with all the flames on it.
Yeah, it did have little flames on it. Do you still have those?
Carl, go show
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. Here.
See
If
if
you're tuned into the YouTube portion, I'm walking up to the camera. I'm showing you guys this shit. It's cool as hell.
yeah,
There's
that's
still remnants of it.
kind of random.
Yeah.
Did it? It might have. It might still be on though. So yeah, I don't know if the screen went off. All right, so that's the scare suspension. Engine, I think we kind of already dived into that, but basically you don't need to do anything to your engine. It has
Blow
enough
it
power.
up, brother.
Yeah, just make sure you check the oil, and that's really it. As far as power mods, don't do
Oil
intake.
cooler is a good mod.
Oil cooler is a good mod. Yeah, definitely a good mod.
If you're tempted to do an exhaust, don't straight pipe it.
Please, God, no.
What about my intake plenum spacer?
I mean, I've seen people get like a tune with one of those things. And
Yeah, if you're getting a tune.
if you're getting a tune, but if
Is
you're
it
getting
really going to do anything?
if you're getting a tune, throw a
Yeah.
fucking turb ski on.
What does it do?
The problem is in the...
Isn't it a heat soak problem?
No, the OEM plenum, the back two runners are
Plastic?
suffocating.
Oh,
So you get a spacer to give them more air,
interesting.
and it actually helps?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, well, I'll
you
take that
learn
back.
something new.
Tune it? Yeah, you can tune it if you don't do a burble tune.
Oh, guys, whoever owns a 350Z and installing the plenum spacer, do me a favor and take off the oil cap rubber funnel. How many times have we had that
Yeah.
rubber funnel stuck in between the plenum?
And then they're like, something's wrong with my car.
I have a check engine light.
Well, that's because you didn't check your rubber, Jimmy. No, yeah, that rubber gets stuck, so you got to watch out for that when you're...
Hate when the rubber gets stuck.
Okay. Anyway, how do we... I'm like thinking to myself, how do I mark that down for Malcolm to find tomorrow for the reel?
Please no.
That's a perfect one.
But
55 minutes.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. What else? Okay, engine. Yeah, you guys get it. The engine makes power. You don't need to do anything to it. Everything you do is pretty much, you're kind of just, you're really not doing anything crazy.
Long story short, you just need suspension.
Yeah. Get your suspension set up. And to be honest, you don't need a front upper control arm for a beginner. You don't. What you need is a seat, and make sure you got an LSD or a welded diff. And it would be nice if you had coilovers.
You don't need a hydro.
Definitely don't need a
No, it has a
hydro.
drum-
Okay, thank you. You brought
has a
something up.
drum handbrake.
We got them PMU shoes, brother.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm tired of these people telling me,
Well, you don't understand. You don't have a Z. The e-brake doesn't work.
I just drifted a Z the other day. I used the e-brake. It was working fine. And
Beautifully.
he probably has Pep Boy shoes in there. Or probably OEM ones.
Or Duralast.
Yeah, probably
Don't
OEM.
knock those Duralast fucking rear brake pads for drifting, dude. They were great.
But it worked fine. I don't know why everyone's
They were
complaining
great.
about
Do you remember
the
the-
e-brake.
On the 240, I don't know if this is a plug, but literally these Duralast pads would fucking bite
Well, they probably grit when they're cold.
when they're cold.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's literally-
every single street aftermarket pad.
Really?
Yeah. If you get the ones they make for track use and like
Stop Tech is
they
not
need to
good.
get warmed up.
Is the Stop Tech or initial bite
Yeah, I
after
remember.
a month is no longer the same.
I remember I was at one of the final bout. I think I was at final bout 2, and I was like, "Oh, my e-brake's not really working." I brought brand new Hawk pads, threw them in, went out, immediately got off the track, took them off, threw them in the garbage, and put the shitty ones back on and tightened the cable up. I was like, that was the worst shit ever. It like didn't even lock up at all. You would have to warm them up so much, and we were doing the competition, so it was like,
I mean, like, I don't know why. I don't know why, but I feel like when I was younger, like really young, you said something to me like, yeah, that's why we're driving to the track, and you'll drive with like your handbrake like a little bit up to heat up the rear pads.
Oh, yeah, this was a long time ago.
This was a long time ago, but
I don't
you
remember
said
that,
that
but
to
yeah.
me, and I remember one Pocono event I was driving, and I was doing just that.
well, that was I was probably using the time I switched over to the D1 pads is when I needed to start doing that, because I was like, oh, these don't work when they're cold, which I honestly am not really a big fan of.
What about people with
But-
stretch cables running extended?
We sell cables. Oh, for Z's, we might sell Z cables too, but I know we got S13 cables.
You can still get Z cables, I think.
Yeah, you probably get them brand new anyway from the
Well, I mean,
factory.
that's where I would check if your handbrake isn't working. Tighten up that cable a little bit. I'm sure it would help.
Yeah, guys, I don't know why you're installing hydros in these cars right away. You really don't need to do that stuff. We're trying to save you guys money here.
I
so
personally don't like hydros just because I don't like that fucking huge ass thing.
yeah,
in
unfortunately,
my
I think
center.
that's why most of these people are installing those, because they
Why?
think that's cool or
So,
something.
so people could see that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
What?
oh, this guy drifts.
I love seeing like a nice, clean interior.
yeah, I like it when you look at the car and you have no idea it drifts. That's okay. That's kind of a lie.
Yeah, I
But-
want a stylus
Yeah,
style.
yeah, but still, like, you can't really tell it's a drift car. Like, what are the giveaways that it's a drift car? It has a hydraulic handbrake and it's totaled. Those are the two giveaways, right?
Yeah.
I mean, That's really it.
Well, if the car is clean, it's the alignment.
Yeah, but it's like if the car's clean, it's like, oh, that guy probably doesn't drift it.
No, but if he's got like
Like
6 degrees of camber,
6
in the
degrees
front
of camber in
and
the
then 0
front,
in the back.
0 in the back.
Yeah, 0 in
You're
the
like,
back,
hey,
yeah.
I know what that guy's doing.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, hydraulic handbrakes, you're all going to learn I'm obviously not a fan of them, but they work. Yeah, do they work? Yeah, they work.
You guys
They
want
work.
to know a short, funny story?
Oh, God. Be
At
careful
least-
here, Chris.
At Nissan, you know how we have like a brake rotor lathe?
Lathe? Yeah.
So you set it at a slow speed so it does it really smooth. What I used to do, I would put it at a higher speed so it's really rough. And every time I pull the handbrake, it locks up like a hydro.
Wait, you did that to your brake rotors? And it helped?
Oh, it locked up like it was a hydro.
So you're cutting like the inside?
No,
Because
no,
it's a drum.
No. On a regular disc brake,
Oh, on a regular disc brake? Yeah.
I would cut them rough so that when you lock it, it locks like
Damn.
a hydro.
I didn't know you could do that. We should probably get a brake lathe.
Dude, like, I don't know. I mean, regardless, if your intent to drift it if your intent is to drift it and you're complaining about the handbrake, you should maybe try not to use the handbrake and use something else to initiate a drift.
Or if you
You need a
really
handbrake.
just like hydros, yeah, sure, install one. I just
Yeah.
don't, there's really just no point. So.
Yeah, we can't tell you really what to do,
Yeah, it's just opinion.
but fuck that
We're
shit.
like I said before, we're trying to keep the cost down here. This is the whole point of this.
Yeah.
So
For those who have the same mindset as us, where you don't like destroying the interior, GK Tech makes the Hideaway Hydro.
Those are cool. I like those.
Like if your e-brake really doesn't work, you can get a GK Tech Hideaway Hydro. It uses the factory handle.
That's cool as hell. I think that's kind of neat. Like you're going the extra mile,
yeah,
so you could retain like the factory look. Like I think Adam LZ was one of the first people that did that. He did a hydro that the reservoir was in the back, like the master for
Yeah.
it was in the back, and there was like a rod
Same
that
thing.
went all the way. Same deal.
it's you fixed one problem out of installing the hydro. It looks good. Second problem, shit might break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you solved at least one problem, but the other problem is it's not factory, so it might break.
here's something cool that I guess would appeal to me in a hydro, like having a hydro, is I had a friend of mine told me he was running all brake pressure on his pedal to the front, and the hydro controls the back. And I was like, bro, that's some crazy fucking shit. And then it occurred to me, like, while I'm drifting, if I'm slowing down with the front wheels and I'm only braking with the front, I can literally left foot brake like probably so fucking easily.
I don't know. I would never
But
do that.
I would be
personally.
scared. Like I feel like it would do.
Funny you mentioned that. The
something
Sylvia
else.
outside. There's a what's that? The brake line switch thing?
A proportion valve.
No. What's it called? There's a word
Oh,
for
it's
it.
a line locker.
Line locker. This guy has literally a valve under his seat that shuts off the rear brakes.
Are you sure it's not NOS?
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure it's not a proportioning valve?
I don't know, but it's a valve for a brake line
And it's
going to the master.
yeah. I'd have to see where the lines are ran, but
I think that's definitely for the rear.
Well, he has a hydro, so it has nothing to do with that.
so it's on the rear line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably a
Proportioning valve.
no. It's probably not. It probably
Line
is some
locker.
kind of a. It probably is some kind of a line locker, right? I
Yeah,
don't know how
just-
I don't know how line lockers work, but they got to cut the pressure to the rear, right?
Yeah.
So.
What does that do?
So you can do burnouts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. All right. Yep. Now I'm.
Yeah, it shows
You're
how
cutting the
how
pressure
much
on the
Carl
rear,
knows about
stop-
drag cars.
Stop working the rear brake, and then you freaking do a pull.
Well, no, you so warm up your tires, but yeah. That's what it's actually for. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta look at it. Anyway, okay, so
Hydros.
brakes are done. Brakes, they come with big brakes. You don't.
Hell yeah.
You might get the Brembos, you might not. Doesn't matter. They're
Even the
big either way.
non-Brembos are pretty nicely sized.
Yeah, they're big either way.
Did you know that those Brembos bolt onto S chassis?
Are you sure about that before you're spewing this information out? It's hard for me to believe.
I feel
he
like
goes, I think.
I
Leave a comment if you know.
Good 80% of me is sure that this works.
Okay.
don't think so.
Z32 bolt onto S13.
No, I know which one bolt onto 240s that are Brembos, and they're Sentra SER ones.
Oh,
Bolt
okay.
onto.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, well there's your plug. Sentra SER Brembo calipers will bolt onto your 240, but okay. So
Also, rear Evo.
what?
Rear Evo Brembo calipers will bolt on to an SRT.
Shut the fuck up! Really?
A bunch of shit you didn't need to know.
What
All right.
the
Anyway,
fuck?
I
That's
have
cool.
Q45.
suspension done, engine done, interior. We talked enough shit about the interior. Exterior we talked about. That's it. Brakes we talked about. Drivetrain, transmission.
Oh, there is a con.
In the
On the
transmission.
Transmission
oh,
is great, isn't it?
Depends which one.
Let me tell you a
It's
little
a Z,
something
man.
about CD
Oh
transmissions.
God, here
Okay.
we go.
I have a CD transmission,
Yeah, but
I've
you
had a
swapped
few.
it into a car.
but I had to do a lot of research about them. So
Okay.
the original early ones is a CD01.
Okay.
Okay, they're all the same casing. Okay, there's only slight differences from CD01 to CD09 to CD02, CD0 whatever 6, 7. There's a 5, but the CD01 to the 09, the 09 has these stronger synchros. Right? Is that the deal? Stronger synchros.
Don't ask us.
And the common thing that you should be doing between all of them is making sure that you're running a GL4 fluid.
GL4 baby.
GL4 Redline MT90.
We stock it.
You stock it. I get it. I got it here so many times.
Gear 300.
I would buy out their whole supply every time they would get more. But that GL4 fluid keeps it quiet.
So what's up with the trends? Are they all good? Or are they?
The earlier ones are weaker. The later ones are stronger. Just like as anything else.
All right.
But if you're upgrading a clutch with the transmission,
Ooh.
that's a dual mass flywheel. Okay,
Yeah, Chris just remembered something.
that's a dual mass flywheel, and if you convert it to a single mass flywheel, it will make noise, a lot of noise.
Oh, really?
Yes,
But that's what most people do when they change the clutch.
that's what most people do, and
Well,
like,
the noises you're referring to is when you turn the car off, like the chattering.
or when you're at idle, you'll hear it.
No, that's just your car. And the 350Z doesn't do that.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, regardless, I feel like I would just keep it with a dual. What's the pros of running a single mass one? It will rev faster,
Rev faster.
less rotational mass. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Better feel.
Pip pip cheerio and all that.
So if you have a CD09 with the internal slave,
Ooh, that's the slave
Yeah,
cylinder
this is something we should
differences.
talk about.
Yeah.
we've had situations with customers plenty of times where I recommended them doing the external slave
Conversion.
Conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason why is because no one really makes a bulletproof internal slave, and if they do, it's probably more expensive than external slave conversion.
When did they? Sorry,
Hello?
this conversation is boring me.
Damn, it's nap time.
You know what, Carl?
I'm sorry you're old.
No, I woke up at 5:30 today. Okay, I don't want to hear your bullshit.
What'd you do? Go up and down the stairs like you said you do?
Hell
He
yeah.
does that every day.
Every day. Every day while you're asleep, your little blanket.
You're right. I am asleep.
Don't wake me up.
Yeah, I'm fucking running and getting it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your bullshit.
That's why you're looking all cut up.
Okay.
Fucking shredded.
What
meat
year
over
do
here.
they come with external slaves?
HR.
The HR comes with the external already.
Oh, external?
External.
DE and rev up.
So the
from
DE and the rev up come with the external setup, which is good.
02 to 07, I believe.
And then the HR, which is the better engine, comes with the shitty internal slave cylinder.
Plastic.
So if you have an HR, you want to convert that usually, because if it blows, that means you got to take your trans out again.
Yo.
And apparently this happens often.
It does.
So
It sucks.
that's another thing you might want to do. When
I have
you,
an internal slave.
you know, you can wait till it blows or wait till you got to do a clutch. But yeah, like Carl said, they are dual mass flywheel. What does that mean? That means you can't resurface it. So when you go to take this thing to a shop to have the clutch done, you better have a plan, because you're either buying a brand new dual mass flywheel or you're getting a single mass flywheel conversion with a clutch, which is what most people do. So just keep that in mind.
Makes sense. And
Could get very expensive.
Yeah, and I don't know if you were handling something over there, but yeah, Chris and I said like less rotational mass will probably rev a little quicker.
No, yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it might make noise, but yeah, it's better.
Yeah. Yeah, but CD trans though, great. Holds power, fucking great.
Yeah, so
Not that I would know anything about that. Me and my like 100 horsepowers.
all right, Chris, anything else?
About the external slave. The only two I know of is Z1 and Z-Speed, C-Mac.
Yeah, you installed those.
I've installed both. The Z1 kit is atrocious.
Damn.
Dude, it's like 50 pieces.
I see that.
Not a fan?
Not a fan.
Okay.
The Z-Speed one is literally like 4 pieces and you're done.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that literally looks like visibly easier to do.
It's a bolt-on kit. They give you a new hydraulic line.
That's
the
good.
Slave, the bracket,
throw bearing.
everything you need to make it work. The
Damn.
Z1 one took me forever to figure it out.
I guess now's a good time to bring up that you're doing one of these tomorrow. Yeah. G35.
All right, guys. So that's the third end of the podcast.
This time it's the real end of the podcast. Let's, say whatever we got to say. We're doing a raffle this month. The raffle is for a set of Stance S13 coilovers. We already spoke about this, but in case you missed it, every dollar spent on the website is an entry into the raffle. So the more you spend, the more chances you got. The raffle ends the end of the month. What else we got? We got Weck Fest. Is it Week Fest?
How many times?
Is it Week Fest?
I've always said Week Fest.
God
I've always
damn
said
it.
Weekfest too.
Come on, man.
I
All
still
right,
don't know.
it's Week Fest. We'll be at Week Fest, New Jersey.
We'll be at Wiki Fest.
We got like 600 shirts, so please come out.
August 28th.
We got everyone coming to this one.
Yep.
I better start finishing these cars.
We got a whole squad.
Yeah, we got the squad coming out.
Who you got coming?
Squad.
Like to work?
Literally no one. Probably just the same cars you always see.
Cressida.
Cressida 180, well 240, but yeah.
You should paste up your car together, put the hood on, and roll it in.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I'm down.
I'm down to do
Okay.
that.
Anyway, so we got that going on. What else we got going on? Well, we got
Let
videos
us know in the
coming out.
comments if you would love to see that.
No.
Come
on.
on.
We got plenty of videos coming every week.
Oh my God, look at him. He doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm not putting my car together with no engine in it. This isn't SEMA.
It looks...
No.
What?
What else, Chris? What else we got going on? There's something else I was going to say. Fuck.
Take the stairs, not the elevator.
Well, yeah, of course. Always take the stairs, not the elevator.
In case that thing breaks down.
Damn, is
What
that
if you
it?
break down?
Let me go to my
Let me die.
notes real quick. All right.
What else you
Sorry,
guys got
guys.
going on? Is that it?
Oh, I actually had a whole list. I had a whole list here. Engine reliable. Yeah, the HR is reliable. Angle mods. Yeah, we already talked about that. Suspension, e-brake. Yep. Sounds like shit. Yep, does. Stock power level is good enough. Yep. Mods needed to drift. Not much. Yeah, so we covered the list.
Boom, bang.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, I forgot what I was going to mention, but yeah. So the raffle's going on. There's not many orders. You have a good chance still. We're adding more parts to the website every single day. Alignments are filling up. Our schedule has actually never been this booked. We're not busy per se, but we're booked out as long as we've been.
It's because of the big jobs.
Big jobs, yeah. So if you guys need alignments, we still have spaces next week, especially. Oh God, Carl's giving me a thumbs up, so I guess he needs an alignment. And
What?
yeah, that's pretty much it. Watch our new video because our latest video has Dave, our apprentice, drifting, and you get to see me drift a 350Z for the first time.
And I'm on there.
And Carl's on there, so that's a good surprise.
Now nobody's gonna fucking watch that shit.
All right, if you made it this far, anything?
I love these because people comment and I'm like, oh shit, somebody
Yeah, they do
listened all the
listen to
way.
it.
Wow.
If you've made it this far,
Frankie's favorite engine, VG30.
best engine ever, VG30. Leave it in the comments if you've made it this far. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah,
hit
we've
the
done
bell
a couple of these
notification.
now. Yeah, we got.
We're going every week.
We
We're
got
doing
some
it.
steam.
I gotta
Let us know and shoot us an Instagram message or something if there's topic
yeah.
you want us to cover. Like,
Yeah. You know what? Now that I'm
we
thinking
can
about that,
explore something. Like I know there's got to be some of you out there who have IS300. Speak up, please.
yeah, let us know.
Yes.
We didn't do any questions this week. I do have questions, but we're going to save them for next week. We're going to let some of them build up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're going to need a topic for next week too. So let us know what you want to hear. This was a 350Z episode. I'm sure there'll be more in the future, but you know.
Do an IS300 episode.
I don't know anything about it.
We don't
I
know.
do.
Okay.
I've
so
been
then
all up in that bitch.
Let us know if you want to hear IS300 stuff. All right, guys, that's it. Peace.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.